Doesn't matter what you did. I just need your help.
I don't fucking care.
Hugh Jackman just dropped a claim that could shake the foundations of Hollywood's superhero scene. He hinted that Blake Lively may be secretly calling the shots on the new Deadpool and Wolverine collaboration. The story feels like something pulled from a behind-the-scenes thriller, where the real show isn't just on the screen, but in the war for creative power.
But right here, look at this name, Gordon Reynolds. Well, who's Gordon Reynolds? Oh, it must be like someone related to Ryan Reynolds, right? That's clearly just a Ryan Reynolds thing. Nope. Gordon Reynolds was the name that Ryan used to attribute who played Nice Pool.
Everyone knows that Ryan Reynolds practically championed the Deadpool films into existence. So why are people now saying his wife, Blake Lively, might be taking over the entire production? And what does this have to do with the rumored tensions involving Justin Baldoni or even Blake's Gossip Girl co-star Penn Badgley? Strap in, because this saga goes far deeper than one movie set. Let's unravel the layers of rumor, leaked texts, and legal bombshells that have everyone in Hollywood whispering.
First, I was so upset that they hired him, she says. I actually poisoned the whole cast against him, but then they noticed that he wasn't a jerk and was actually a really nice, charming person. Almost immediately, I realized that too, but it took me about a week to admit it.
Everything seemed innocent enough at first. Blake Lively posted a single photo on social media that showed her wearing a shade of red far too close to Deadpool's trademark color scheme, giving husband Ryan Reynolds a kiss. It was a cute, simple moment, or so it appeared. Fans quickly spotted props in the background that looked suspiciously like set pieces, which immediately sent the internet into a frenzy. Did Blake have a cameo in the film, or was this just casual support for her spouse?
But it didn't just end there. I don't know how I didn't remember this scene. Lady Pool, portrayed by Blake Lively, gets to take Nice Pool down. Here it is.
Woozy time, baby.
Almost overnight, the whispers shifted from fun cameo to major involvement. Eagle-eyed commenters speculated Blake might be portraying the fan-favorite Lady Deadpool, a twist that would genuinely stun the entire Marvel community. Soon, though, rumors spiraled beyond the idea of a mere cameo. According to insiders, Blake was more than just a guest star. She was voicing major ideas about the storyline. Some folks close to the production claimed she had even influenced entire sequences in the script. Whatever her role might be, one thing became clear. Blake wasn't just on set for a photo op. She was there with a purpose. But that was only the beginning. When Hugh Jackman, beloved for his portrayal of Wolverine, hinted that the production had taken a sudden creative turn, people began asking if Blake Lively was the hidden force behind that shift. Jackman didn't name names directly, yet his comments about outside suggestions guiding the film's direction caused speculation to skyrocket. Fans wondered if they'd soon see Blake Lively battling it out in Deadpool's universe, not just as a cameo, but as someone shaping how the story unfolds. By this point, the conversation was no longer about a quick cameo. It was about creative control. When Hugh Jackman speaks, fans listen.
Freeing. I'm just lying all the time. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No, I meant it. I really did mean it at the
Okay, yeah, save it.
After all, he spent nearly 2 decades as the definitive on-screen Wolverine. Claws out, gruff voice, unstoppable healing factor, and all. So if he's caught off guard by a newcomer's influence, that alone is newsworthy. In a recent interview, Jackman carefully mentioned that the tone of the Deadpool Wolverine collaboration was evolving in ways he hadn't initially expected. He seemed bemused by a new voice joining the project, describing changes that came after filming had already begun. For a project where Ryan Reynolds famously has major sway, he's been instrumental in Deadpool's comedic style and rated irreverence. Why would a new voice shock Hugh Jackman? After all, if this were just a typical producer or screenwriter stepping in, Jackman wouldn't likely label it such a surprise. Insiders started connecting the dots back to Blake Lively. Could it be that Blake was the mysterious influence rewriting big chunks of the film's storyline? The question ignited debates across fan forums. Is Blake overshadowing her husband's role? Some argued that she was simply offering helpful notes. Others believed she was stepping into territory traditionally reserved for directors and producers. Whichever side you land on, the idea that Hugh Jackman, no stranger to big Hollywood productions, would be stunned says a lot. It hints that Blake might be pulling far more strings than people imagined.
You know, you said that you would never play Wolverine again, but here we are now. And I'm just curious, how does it feel now that everyone knows that you're a liar?
The bigger the film, the bigger the stakes, and the more surprising it is to see an unexpected face holding real power on set. But that wasn't the whole story, some sources hinted. Suddenly, Blake found her name in the same breath as controversies from her past. Alleged cast manipulation on Gossip Girl, rumored tensions with co-stars, and even a more recent conflict involving Justin Baldoni. The stage was set for a deeper, much murkier narrative.
So all of Ryan Reynolds' jokes in Deadpool, his jokes to Sandra Bullock, and everywhere else on the internet was really something that you guys concocted.
Before diving into the Justin Baldoni lawsuit rumors, let's rewind to a different era, Gossip Girl. Fans of the series remember how Blake Lively rose to stardom portraying Serena van der Woodsen, the glamorous socialite with a knack for drama. Off-screen, rumors circulated about friction on set, particularly with Blake's then co-star and one-time boyfriend Penn Badgley. The wildest claim? Blake allegedly poisoned the cast against Penn, admitting it half-jokingly in interviews long after the show ended. Penn Badgley rarely comments on tabloid gossip, so people found it strange that he'd speak about tension at all. Yet pieces of the story persisted, such as claims that Blake disliked Penn's casting or influence on the show. Gossip or not, the narrative stuck, painting a picture of someone who might quietly undermine colleagues she didn't agree with. For years, fans brushed it off as typical set drama. Then came It Ends With Us, where Blake co-starred alongside Justin Baldoni. The adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel was supposed to be a career triumph for Justin. He was deeply involved, from producing to directing. But at some point, rumors flew that Blake took over creative decisions, effectively sidelining him in his own project. Once again, fans saw a pattern emerge, Blake stepping in, overshadowing collaborators, and allegedly steering the final product in ways that rubbed people the wrong way. Around this time, reports of a major lawsuit surfaced, hinting Justin Baldoni was fighting back. Hard. For many, that signaled a possible crack in Blake's seemingly perfect facade. If the allegations were true, then the rumored power play on the Deadpool Wolverine set might just be par for the course. Like a lightning bolt, the story of a massive lawsuit involving Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively spread through the industry grapevine. Though details remained hush-hush, the rumored scope of the suit is staggering. Some say it's worth hundreds of millions, possibly involving defamation, civil extortion, and breach of contract. If any of that holds water, it's a scandal that could make studios think twice about working with certain parties. Nobody wants to get sucked into a high-stakes legal war that can tarnish reputations and cost fortunes. According to multiple unconfirmed leaks, Justin's legal team compiled a mountain of evidence: emails, text messages, behind-the-scenes footage, and other forms of documentation. The alleged goal? To prove that Blake Lively took over the creative vision of It Ends With Us, blocked Justin from final decisions, and manipulated how the cast and crew perceived him. If you've ever wondered how real drama can be bigger than any on-screen storyline, this might be it. Adding another twist, fans discovered that Penn Badgley and Justin Baldoni appear to be on cordial, if not friendly terms, interacting publicly and supporting some of the same causes. The gossip mills went into overdrive, suggesting the two men might quietly share stories about their alleged experiences with Blake. None of them have gone on record to air dirty laundry in a public way. Still, the possibility that they have each other's backs is enough to spark conspiracy theories about Blake's ex-victims uniting. Then, just when it seemed the lawsuit drama couldn't get more convoluted, whispers emerged about leaked text messages. Some sources claimed these texts revealed Blake referring to her closest allies, Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift, as her personal dragons, ready to step in and defend her from controversies. If true, it highlights a bold sense of power wielding that goes far beyond the usual Hollywood PR machine. But, as always, the question remains: how much of this is real, and how much is rumor? The image of two global superstars being labeled someone's personal dragons captures the imagination like few things can. Ryan Reynolds is known for his razor-sharp wit, wildly popular business ventures, and an unbreakable bond with Deadpool's success. Taylor Swift, arguably one of the biggest names in music, is fiercely loyal to friends. Together, they form a powerful celebrity trifecta with Blake, one that typically garners admiration, not controversy. But rumors now claim that Ryan and Taylor may not be thrilled about the dragon references. After all, it suggests they're weapons in Blake's arsenal rather than individuals making their own choices. While nobody from that circle has outright confirmed or denied the story, fans point to small shifts in social media interactions. There's speculation that Taylor, who's generally quick to show public support for friends, has been uncharacteristically quiet about Blake's recent projects. Meanwhile, Ryan's comedic persona often deflects serious questions, but an air of awkward silence from him has led some to wonder if he's caught between family loyalty and professional caution. It's a masterclass in reading between the lines. If these rumored texts exist, Did Blake truly see them as harmless jokes between close friends and a spouse, or did she legitimately regard them as an elite force to shield her from any negative press? Either way, the entire situation underscores how an offhand comment, or even an inside joke, can blow up into a full-blown controversy when you're living under Hollywood's magnifying glass. As fans watch for any sign that Taylor Swift might step back from Blake's orbit, the stakes grow. If pop royalty is distancing herself, it's a telling move, perhaps a sign that the swirling legal and PR storms are more real than some assume. Despite all this, one thing remains uncontested. Blake Lively's name still draws attention, whether for her sense of style, her comedic social media banter with Ryan, or for these persistent rumors painting her as a manipulative powerhouse. Love her or hate her, Blake has become a storyline all her own. Amid the lawsuit talk, production rumors, and swirling cast drama, one question looms: how is Hollywood responding? Historically, Tinseltown has tolerated a lot from big-name actors, especially if they deliver results at the box office. But studios are also wary of controversies that could spark negative press and sabotage a film's profitability. The mere hint of massive legal issues, particularly one suggesting Amber Heard-style parallels, tends to make execs sweat. Some industry watchers note that Blake hasn't been attached to many new projects in recent months, fueling speculation that certain producers are temporarily stepping back. Meanwhile, fans argue she's focused on personal life and selective roles, which might explain any slowdown. Regardless, the rumor mill never stops turning, and the Deadpool Wolverine drama only magnifies whatever spotlight is on her. After all, if you can overshadow Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman in a major superhero event, that's something even the most seasoned Hollywood players will pay attention to, whether positive or negative. Simultaneously, there are loyal supporters who believe Blake is being unfairly targeted. They suggest that women in Hollywood are often labeled manipulative for displaying the same assertiveness men are praised for. This camp argues that her so-called takeovers might actually be creative problem-solving or strong leadership. Yet the volume and consistency of allegations, especially the repeated storyline of her allegedly poisoning casts against certain individuals, makes it harder to dismiss as just tabloid chatter. Hollywood is no stranger to star-driven controversies, but if more evidence of behind-the-scenes chaos emerges, and if Justin Baldoni's lawsuit sees the light of day, Blake's brand could face serious backlash. That puts even more pressure on her and her team to control the narrative. As we've all seen, controlling the narrative sometimes means silence, sometimes spin, and sometimes, if the rumors are true, calling in those so-called dragons.